Misrepresentation. Written and directed by Jennifer Siebel Newsom, Misrepresentation exposes how mainstream media and culture contribute to the underrepresentation of women in positions of power and influence in America. The film draws back a curtain to reveal a glaring reality that we live in every day but fail to see: how the media's limited and often disparaging portrayals of women and girls, making it difficult to women to feel powerful and achieve leadership positions.
There are more ethical issues, but these were the more relevant during the video. They show in the video about patriarchal culture and how it has been affecting women during the years. Discrimination toward women is the first issue that involves everything because there are different places that it takes place. In politics, women has been harassed and ignored because society thinks it is only for men and women does not have anything good to say and only exists to be pretty and be an object for men. Body standards have been affecting women for a long time, and because of that, girls who have a body that does not fit these standards suffer from harassment and bullying. In the video, there was a girl crying because her sister was calling herself because of the bullying she has been suffering from not fitting the body standard. In work, women can be sexually harassed or just being ignored. As the video says, most of the men in the world think they are better than women and that women are only there to be pretty, and the ones that are working are ignored by their boss or even their co-workers. All of these situations are unjust because there is no reason to treat a person in a bad way just because of their gender and the stereotypes that society has been making.
The documentary criticized the theorism of utilitarianism, the ontology, and moral role. The exposition of the theory of the moral role is the most criticized through the documentary, since it doesn't respect feminist ethics by dividing male and female roles based on the interests that exist behind each media product. During the movie, examples are exposed in which they propose: if I am a producer of a movie and I want to make more people to buy tickets to see it, I will take advantage of the sexual attractiveness of an actress and postulate that image to ensure my profit in the market. This type of thinking goes against the common good and ethical good of women by focusing more on the side of the commercial gain. The documentary also takes critical role in the face of utilitarianism theory. What is exposed in the documentary is against the fact that the mass media are seeking to catch the attention of the greatest possible number of consumers, since despite the fact that it generates millionaire economic profits that make the work of some profitable and certain consumers that are satisfied with the products offered. The mental and social stability of women who are directly and indirectly affected it's set aside. This criticism is exposed by presenting statements by actresses, presenters, and women from outside the world of entertainment and consumption who are and were affected by these standards. One of the clearest the mass media using utilitarianism is the impediment of approaching the opposite sex in an empathic way. Finally, with the theory that the arguments of the documentary come to empathize with is the ontology. Ethics consists of using the roles to distinguish what is done well from what is done badly and basing it intuitively on what is ethically correct or not. However, for ethics to be well used in accordance with what is established in the commentary, it must be based on the feminist ethics. Since the macho ethical norms of the past are taken, it can become counterproductive with the search for equality.
In the USA, there aren't many women in high places or ranks, like mayor, governor, or president. Mexico being a sexy country, the women aren't taken into consideration for big projects or jobs because their main job is to be a housewife, take care of the children and the husband. There is a really big stretch between women and men. Even if they have the same experience or the women have a better one, they still give the better job to the men and give a low salary compared to the men's one. There is also a misogynist culture when it comes to women. Like on the university, one time there was a girl who didn't shave her legs and armpits, and all the guys were seeing her like a freak and that they didn't support her choice. There is a culture where a woman has to look pretty for a man and have the standards to even be considered to have their attention. On the other hand, because all of the things you find on the internet and movies, it affects how men looks at women. Women are objects just for men to have and possess, And that is the main reason on a daily basis that there is a lot of news telling how a man killed his partner, abused them, that the police abused a girl or a girl did. The difference in Mexico and the USA are that at least in the USA there is justice for the victims. Maybe it lasts a lot of time, but there is. Here in Mexico, the government doesn't care if there is justice or not for the victim, and if the abuser is someone who has power, well, they get a little sentence and they can pay their way out or without any consequences.
There has been no change. We as women still suffer from harassment of being born as a woman because men has been in charge about almost everything since long time ago. Of course, there are movements such as feminism that has been working to eradicate patriarchalism, but some people take these serious movements as a joke and does not think about the uncomfortable situation that women live every day.
The ethical argument as how to address this issue in this case would be focused in mainly two actors, which is the education and the government. Right now, we are living in the 21st century, a time where respecting people regardless of their gender, race, religion, or sexual orientation is not an option but an obligation as a society. First, we can help mitigate this problem from its root, which is children learning old-fashioned standards. The implementation of gender equality programs and workshops for students in elementary and secondary schools would be the path we should follow. And looking for major organizations such as the government should apply the reinforcement of laws to protect women in their daily lives.